Thank you very much. I'm William Altman. I'm CEO of CorInnova, and we are developing a breakthrough cardiac assist device. It is the first minimally invasive thin film device that can go around the heart and gently squeeze the heart to increase cardiac output. Cardiac surgeons have been doing this for years with patients in distress and open heart surgery, and it's extremely beneficial to get the heart moving again to provide therapy to increase output. We're the only company that's ever been able to develop a minimally invasive device that can do this over periods of days to provide relief for short-term support, and later on it can be developed for longer-term support. So we're developing the device first to meet the unmet need to treat acute heart failure. That's for patients that they don't have enough cardiac output to support their body during a period in which time they need a device to bridge them to recovery or bridge them to a longer-term device such as a chronic LVAD device. This is a large unmet need with about 1 million people a year hospitalized with acute heart failure syndrome. About 250,000 people need some type of short-term circulatory support during this period. And there are existing devices, but they have extensive blood contact and as a result significant adverse events associated with them. And up to 40% of patients can't even use existing devices, which gives us a great market entry to be able to address basically a $2 billion market that no one else can touch. Our solution, as we talked about, it's a thin film polyurethane device. It goes around the heart. The collapsible nitinol framework, it provides very gentle direct cardiac compression. The big breakthrough is we don't touch the blood. Secondly, we are biventricular and treat both ventricles. We can rapidly implant this device, and it is a platform for multiple other indications, including longer-term support in diastolic heart failure. This animation shows how the device can be folded down into a 1-inch delivery tube. We then make an incision between 2 left side ribs, a mini left thoracotomy, make about a 1-inch incision in the pericardial sac, introduce the device inside the pericardial sac. It goes in seconds. We have inner chambers that conform the device to the heart shape, and then we have outer chambers that we pump air into in synchrony with the heartbeat to gently squeeze the heart to increase output by 50%, which can mean the difference between life or death to these patients. Again, just like a cardiac surgeon provides massage, we can do this 144,000 times a day with our external pneumatic driver. The device is rapidly implanted. You can see here in a large animal and a sheep how quickly the device goes around the heart. We've there's no direct attachment. You don't have to suture it. We've had a 100% success rate with over 55 deployments by 6 different surgeons and 26 large animals to date in acute and chronic heart failure, with an estimated 10 minutes to device activation and 30-minute surgery time comparable to other devices. And the device works. Mechanism of action is simple. It enhances motion. The device is off here on the left side of the chart. It's turned on the right. And that gentle squeezing evenly around the heart increases cardiac output by up to 70%. Again, difference between life or death for these patients, and comparable to other short-term assist devices. The market for this type of device is quite large. Abiomed, the market leader with over $14 billion market cap, estimates the market for bridge decision, bridge to recovery is about $4 billion. The device is selling about 25,000 apiece, which is what we would seek to sell the device for. But since we can expand this to patients that can't use existing devices, we can create another $2 billion market that only we can access to expand that total market for short-term cardiac assist devices. The pathway for this device for approval is through the FDA. It is a PMA device. We've just finished a series of 14-day animal safety and efficacy studies with excellent results. We'll be sharing those later as we start an institutional fundraise in about a month. We are now working on breakthrough device application and human sizing studies, and within 24 months should be starting first in human studies and to complete that within 36, which would be a major valuation inflection point. And other cardiac device companies with large markets have exited for over $400 million in cash with only 10 patients of data in the first in human study. If we need to go further, we do a 20-patient safety study, which again will be a major valuation and inflection point. The revenue model for this type of device is simple. There's a reusable pneumatic driver to be sold at estimated $50,000, but the money, again, is made in the implantable, selling at the same as competition, be $25,000 each. Estimated cost of goods would be about 15%. We have strong patent protection with the prior art. 15 U.S. patents issued, 3 pending. Also international patents issued and pending. We really own this space. Having been one of the few people working in this area the last several years with a very effective technology and very different from the competition. You can see here the existing short-term assist devices are inserted through the femoral artery, and they have extensive blood contact, such as a balloon pump, The axial flow pumps like the Abiomed Impella and VA ECMO, which is the only biventricular device, all connected through the femoral artery with significant rates of bleeding at the access points. But more importantly and worse is blood contact continually as those devices pump blood through those pumps causes up to 15% rate of stroke in only 5 days, 5 to 13% rate of blood cell destruction causing a need for transfusions, and a 20 to 47% rate of kidney dysfunction and even 12% outright kidney failure with VA ECMO. And up to 40% of patients can't use existing devices because they have calcified arteries, or they're intolerant to the anticoagulants that are necessary to stop stroke, or they need biventricular assist. And all the existing devices, except the most dangerous device, VA ECMO, are single ventricle devices. We have a great team to bring this forward. Boris Lashinsky, our VP Product Development, is former VP of Technology at Datascope, $400 million revenue company. He invented another percutaneous LVAD called the Thortec PHP, which Datascope sold to Thortec. Thortec took it to CE mark approval, and when they sold to St. Jude, that single device was valued at between $300 and $500 million by 2 different investment banking advisors. He brings also Jonathan Williams from Datascope with us, consulting. We have top heart failure advisors such as Bill Abraham, arguably one of the top 5 cardiologists in the world for heart failure, who's our advisor with the Wellcome Trust. Susan Alpert, former Chief Regulatory Officer for Medtronic, is on our board of directors, also an investor in the company and works on the regulatory side. Dr. Dan Burkhoff, one of the top people in the cardiac physiology field. Again, our senior scientific advisor, Dr. George Letsu at Texas Heart Institute, our senior surgical advisor. So we have a fantastic team. We found great reception among clinicians for this technology. They're really waiting for it. We've had a history of significant financing with about $18 million in prior funding, with a $6 million lead investment from the Wellcome Trust with a highly competitive translation fund award. They're like the Gates Foundation of England, and highly competitive there. We've also raised $10 million from our founders, the high net worth individuals, family offices, and $1.7 million in grants. We've just recently received another $1 million grant for diastolic heart failure, not even featured here, but we are basically kicking off an institutional fundraise at about the end of April to advance this technology to begin first-in-human study, and we're seeking to raise $15 to $20 million then. So the proof of concept we've achieved, we've got a great computer simulation model. We've shown the durability we need, and we have excellent 14-day chronic heart failure study results, which I haven't shared here, but we'll be sharing as we bring this out to market for institutional fundraise. And again, first human indication, like Abiomed, to just be 4 to 5 days use. So we've really accomplished a lot with this technology, and there's a huge market out there. Again, the large potential exit after first in human. These other cardiac companies in the mitral valve space, for instance, exited between 250 and 450 million in cash because they had 10 patients of data and a huge market. We believe we'll get similar treatment because we are addressing a huge cardiac assist market, and not just short-term cardiac assist, but we can expand that to longer-term indications as well. We've received very strong validation and support as our technology has matured, winning numerous awards. As we've taken our results out to the marketplace and to clinicians, we've been invited to all the major clinical conferences, including TCT, Devices in Heart Failure in Europe, and received really outstanding feedback from physicians who really want to see this technology out there and in use. People have called this a potential game changer in the field of heart failure. A major Northeastern Medical Center, TMC, the Texas Medical Center Venture Fund, calls it could revolutionize the market like the pacemaker. And a top 20 heart hospital, for instance, said this has a terrific technology with tons of clinical applications. So please come and talk to me. I'm happy to talk to people about our upcoming institutional round we'll be doing. We've got a breakthrough technology. There's excellent, actually, reimbursement in place as well, and an early exit potential at first in human. So be happy to talk to you and would appreciate your time today. Thank you.